Hello, Taurus. We are Kemet. Thank you so much for joining us. This is for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Taurus. And Taurus, before we begin, we have a new offering. We are bringing through a Q&A session with us. And this Q&A session will happen on Zoom at the end of the month, the 28th of September. It's a Sunday. And we will confirm the time we begin later this week. We will have 15 spaces available, and the 15 of us, well, 16 including us, will then connect, and you'll have the opportunity to ask us 2 questions. We have been guided to allocate 2 questions per person, and we will answer these questions completely and fully for you. As we connect to Source, we connect to the non-physical, and we can also connect to your guides, whichever frequencies, whichever beautiful energies are working with you at this time, your spiritual team. Should you have an integration will come through, an activation will come through, knowing that everybody else will also receive it. So even if somebody else is receiving this answer or this activation, it'll also be for you, for you're receiving it vibrationally, so it'll align for you in a way which aligns to you at the time. And of course, you are more than welcome and encouraged to stay for the whole session, for then you also get to hear other people's questions and the answers. So in fact, you are receiving 30 question and answers, and that's really beautiful, valuable knowledge. And of course, somebody else will have questions which resonate with you, so the answers will really assist you to even deepen your understanding and your learning. We will be the sessions will we will be once we have a time, we will let you know the time, and once we have a time, we won't really have a cutoff point. We want all the questions answered to completion. So we will begin, and then when we end, we'll end. So that is our promise to all of you, that we will answer your questions to satisfaction, for we wish you to understand and have that clarity. And the session will be $40, 700 South African Rand, $40 US dollars. And should you be interested, please email us at dumelauniverse.com or at info@dumelauniverse.com. And the order of the questions will be dependent on the order of people signing up. We've already got people who have emailed us, who have booked slots. So when you book in, that'll be the running order, okay? Should we have fully booked sessions, whoever still wants to book, we will put you on a new list. And if we have 15 people there, then we will not wait for the end of the next month. As soon as we have enough, we'll email you all and we'll create a date where we have the Q&A session. For there's no need to wait all the time, and we can just find another date to work together with, right? So we look forward to all of you. We look forward to connecting, and also a beautiful time to network, and we feel it's going to be a fun way to engage with everybody, because on Zoom, on the YouTube live, it's more typing and reading as opposed to a conversational energy that Zoom will have. So we look forward to being in that space with you, almost like a conference, right? Okay, so now, without further ado, let us see what's coming through. And this is for the eclipse energies. We're in between the eclipses. The 7th was the full moon total eclipse. On the 21st, we have the solar eclipse. So let us see what is being experienced in between these 2 energies, what you are learning, what is available for you at this time. On our oracle page, we're also going to do tarot for this energy, and tarot, of course, will have more of the physical integration, and this, of course, is the non-physical, yet also physical, but the lessons that you are learning on a soul level. Okay, we're ready for you, Taurus. Raturo kirieshki azitrove kere tralavele metreshkiata. Riaduro talvere mereshki azitro kiduro talviri emiesh riaziro triekeshka. Viliadro keshketolavele mestra kikieshki azitro kikitul talvalove metreshki azir. Kiriesh riazitro kakatulosh talvalove metreshki azitro kiatos. Mietra viesh mietra kiatu lovere trieshka. Kiatro kiesh talavira kieshki trovo love meletesh kiato. Krieshki azitro krieshki akiato lova lovi mitrieshki taro. Vi krieshki azitro kakato love levele metreshki aziro yeshki riatosh. Vira riesh riazitro kikaturo talvele vele metriesh. Vira kiriesh riazitro kikitulo viriakrosh. Vira kiriesh riazitro kikitulo vele mitrosh. Vira kiriesh kiazatro kalatulo vele metresh. Kiriesh riazitro kakatulo vele metre kiesh kiazira. Kiriesh riakiriatru kakatul vilimie travesh katir. Miaturia krieshki azatro valatir lietrieshki azatro vekesh. Miatare, miritiro, miriziri, miritriavo, miriatrekeshke laturo valabetreshki azitro vakeshki aturo, milivriesh, militrayesh, kiritrayesh, kiriazatrove, kiriesh tralevelevele metreshkitar. Kiriesh riazitro kikituro talvalovele valove, rieshki azitre. We have received the information. Now it's time for your integration, Taurus. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Vriaturo talavelevesh kiazitro kesh kiatiro talavalovele metresh. Deep breath out. Kiriesh kiriesh kiazitro kitatulo valavele metresh kiatrove. Deep breath in, kriesh ki azitro, kikitalo vela vela metresh ki azitro, katolo vel mitreyesh katir. Deep breath out, kriesh ki azatro, kikitalo vela vela metre, kikitolo vel tresh katiro. Deep breath in, vala vala vala, vriesh ki azitro, kikatul trala vela metre vesh ki atro. And a deep breath out, riekesh ki aturo, viriesh ki azatro ve. Keep breathing at your ease. Rakire, rakire, reyeshki aturo, viriki yeshki ataro talve, karoeshki azatrova kota, kireyeshki aturova. Divine design, rekeshki aturove, kireyeshki aturova, viriyeshkata. Opportune experiences and fortune. Opportune fortune, opportunity, fortune, opportune experiences and fortune, divine design. Okay, Taurus. There's a sacredness to this time where you are surrendering to your true essence and thus your divine design, your destined energy. You are no longer operating from the frequency of condition or the source you believe is what is required for you to be of importance or of value to others. Because Taurus, when you focus on something, you're quite a fixed energy. Okay, you're one of the cardinal signs, and your energy can be at times quite stubborn. But this is because you are meant to be a fixed energy like the earth. Okay, like a mountain, and in the space you are able to then really harness your energy and create the abundance. The only thing is, where are you fixed? Are you fixed within energies that serve you, or are you fixed within energies that actually betray you? And there's a purification process for you to release past energies, release grudges, release holding on to how other people affected you, and keeping that it's keeping that energy alive, right? As we say, I like apples, so I'll go and buy apples. But I won't say, I don't like oranges because I had an orange and so now I like apples. Because that is now keeping the past experience of the orange alive in your experiencing of the apple. It's not a pure, I dislike apples, so I'm going to get apples. You're deciding you like apples because you had a bad experiences liking oranges. And we say, leave oranges out of it completely. It's just a preference. You don't like oranges, fantastic, but leave them out of the equation. Don't now eat apples and every single time, oh, I love apples. Last time I had an orange and oranges were... Forget the oranges. It's not for you. Other people will like the oranges. You just focus on the fact I love apples and allow the the positive, allow the wanted experiences to be the dominant why, not the unwanted to be the why you're doing what you want to do. So it's really releasing grudges and releasing the the fear or the expectation that now, because you had oranges in the past, somebody's going to come and shove an orange in your mouth. It's like, no. Or now you are fearful of eating anything with orange in it because you had a bad experience. Who knows? You might not like the fresh orange, but maybe an orange in a chocolate ganache might be delicious. The exact citrusy combination you actually enjoy. So it's really not punishing. And you see how my throat chakra is really acting up there. So it's how you speak, purify how you speak and what you intend. And don't allow other old layers to be in the mix of what you are saying. And also releasing, punishing the new energy coming in with old experiences. It's time to release grudges. Whoever did you bad and did you wrong, release. You're not going to attract that energy again. So release that from being in your mind or in your energy grid, right? Taurus, remember, you're ruled by Venus, and Venus is all about relationships. So it is important that you release how you experienced some relationships in your past, understanding that you attracted those relationships with the focal point you were at. So it's that accountability of, okay, I don't excuse their behavior, but I attracted narcissists. Why? Because I allowed myself to be a people pleaser, or I allowed myself to be neglected because I decided that neglect was a love language, because growing up, being neglected was what was known as love in home. Growing up, being overlooked, growing up, being abused, growing up, being yelled, being stifled, being shunned, being whatever it is, being betrayed even was a love language. That's how people were. So that's how we knew love was. So then I now attracted people that way to show me, actually, this isn't love. So now thank you for the lessons. And now I release them. And now I expect to be honored. I expect to be loved. I expect to be respected, because now I'm at a different frequency of being. This allows you now to anchor in that fixed sign energy, anchor in at your true self, on what truly honors and loves you. Thus your divine design can awaken, your divine purpose, your divine frequency of being. And in that state, you now open up for opportune experiences, for fortune and beautiful energies to come through, because there are opportunities. And it's interesting, they say opportune fortune. It's like there are opportunities for great fortune to come into your life right now, whether it's fortune in relationship, in love, in depth of being appreciated, in your current relationships. So even in your current relationship, if you have a romantic partner, there's opportunity in there for beautiful fortune in romance, in love, in understanding, in compassion, in building, in passion, right? Or perhaps it's in your career with finances and abundance and wealth. Perhaps it's in your health and well-being and vitality. Wherever it plays out, there are opportune experiences for good fortune to now awaken. But those opportune experiences are aligned with your divine design, which is you in your frequency of wholeness and well-being, releasing everything that doesn't work out for you out of your mind, out of the ingredient list, right? Not including it into the context of your creation. The past is a beautiful learning material. For the past allows you a review of how you have been, what you have done, and where you are now. Yet, to utilize that past experience as the basis of you creating is re-engaging those energies that don't serve you into the basis of what you are now doing, right? So, you are baking a cake, and in the past, you lived in fear-based energy. So the cake you baked was full of fear. And so you ate of fear, and that was your experiencing. Now you realize, oh, fear is not a great basis of creation. So you've released it. And now you have a whole new ingredient list within love and appreciation and abundance, care and nurture, right? But now, should you be creating this new cake, comparing it to the old cake, this is fear cake. So because of this fear cake, I am going to now choose ingredients based on this fear cake. You're now allowing the basis of this fear cake to be the foundation of this new cake. So as much as it'll be a better experience, it'll still not be pure. Rather, fear cake, bye-bye. Now, right here, right now, without the past being relevant, right here, right now, what is love to me? What is care to me? What is nurture to me? This is your new ingredient cake. Now you're in your power, divine design. This is the cake you bake. This is the cake you eat. And as you eat it, fortune, opportune fortune, beautiful experiences, beautiful opportunities for great fortune come through. Okay, we are going to bring through an integration to assist you to clear up all these old energies. Should you be holding on to regret or resentment or bitterness or grudges, you're going to see them. I'm going to bring them right to the surface where you cannot no longer deny it. Where you can no longer say, oh, but Kemet, you know, that person was, who cares, release them. But my parents, release them. But this is my family, release them. But this was my ex-husband, ex-wife, release. But this person abused me, so release. And it doesn't mean get over it. I'm not saying, oh, get over it. It's not that. We're saying, now, allow yourself the spiritual maturity to have the clear understanding. That was the lesson I had to learn. I'm no longer now going to allow that energy to be present by releasing that lesson. Release it now completely. Forgiveness means I no longer let that energy I no longer give it power. I no longer allow it to be part of this grid. We, growing up, had not the best upbringing, a lot of violence and a lot of just trauma, right? And so we have gone through quite a huge processing of seeing, oh, we made neglect a love language, oh, we made being overlooked, oh, we made being shelved, oh, we made being bullied a love language, goodness. And we saw all of these things. We released them. And now we're in this state of just being present and being, right? And we forgive all of them, understanding, listen, we were born into a family which was very broken and very damaged, a lot of hurt there because of their upbringing and how they were brought up. It doesn't excuse their behavior, but we say, okay, we see you. But in seeing you, we decide we no longer want to be part of that. So we've released ourselves to now be a new frequency, right? So now everything we go through now, we don't say, oh, but when I was young, this happened to me, so this is why I'm like this. No, we've released that now. We allow ourselves to take pure accountability of how we are now, understanding that's not the foundation we want to build upon, so we release that foundation. We now allow this foundation to be what we build upon. And anything that happens now, here, we take full accountability that we are the ones engaging in these energies. We're keeping these energies alive. If it's energies of neglect, of being bullied or abused, we are keeping it alive. It has nothing to do with them because they are long gone. We are keeping it alive. So now we can do the work to release it, right? We know so many people who are now in their 30s, 40s, 50s, who are still saying, oh, but when I was 5, I'm like, why on earth are you still giving that experience power? You know why that experience happened. Let it go. But that takes great accountability and great courage and acceptance of what happened, accountability of, well, yes, as we would say, Lesala was very fear-based growing up, and he had a very low self-esteem growing up because of the current situations. He didn't really think highly of himself, and he was in constant fear of what would happen at home, so naturally he attracted fearful experiences. Yes, was it our fault? No, that was the energy we were born into, yet we take accountability that the law of attraction is absolute. If we're fear-based, we're going to attract fear. That's why we say children are one of the strongest of frequencies, because they're born into conditioning, and what they unknowingly attract into their life and yet survive. Astounding. So now that you're in the space where you have the choice to free yourself from all those people and experiences, and you have done so, else this wouldn't resonate at all, or you're about to do so, else this wouldn't resonate at all. Now we ask you, clear the slate. Allow your focal point to be purified to you, and let your frequency of purity be the anchor point, your focal point, thus activate your destiny, divine design. And let that now open up the doors of opportunity and fortune available to you at this time. We have said this in so many ways because we know you, Taurus, when you make a decision, you stick there. So we trust that all of this has allowed you to shift and soften your stance, so you may now shift to where the energy does serve you, and then by all means, gunk, anchor in. Okay, let's begin the integration. Deep breath in, Taurus, and a deep breath out. Deep breath in, Taurus, and a deep breath out. Keep breathing at your ease. Connecting to your root chakra. Connecting to your heart space. To your mind, your crown. To your throat chakra. And your third, Valova. We wish you to have the highest view of you, the highest view, the highest appreciation, the highest perspective of you, to honor yourself completely and wholly. Ratova. Releasing everything else out of your mind. Release everyone, release everything. It's just you, Taurus, just you. Everything else being released out of the mix. Just you. And in the space, honoring yourself without shame, unapologetically, really feeling your love, Rayotova, your power, Kieshtava, your brilliance, Milavayesh, your abundance, your prosperity, Kieshkaturove, your wealth, Balava Lava, Vyashaka. Oh, your majestic energy, Taurus. You're such a beautiful energy. We love the Taurus energy. We always have. It's like a hug. Oh, we can just melt in your arms, Taurus, always. We just wish you to melt in your own arms, for that's how much love you have for the beautiful, bountiful being you are. Riyavatolovesh, Kiritalova, Rikieshkato, Dalova. Within divine love. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you soon. Blessed be.